TIL: How the teenage Bitcoin millionaire Erik Finman turned $1,000 from his grandmother into millions. I have read a couple articles about Erik Finman becoming a Bitcoin millionaire. But when I found out it all started with $1,000 he got from his grandmother, I had to do some more research. Here is a summary of everything that I learned. When Erik Finman, also known as the teenage Bitcoin millionaire, was just 12 years old, he made a deal with his parents. They agreed that he could leave school and pursue a different kind of education if he could turn $1,000 from his grandmother into $1 million. Erik decided to invest it in Bitcoin when they were priced at a low $12 each. 2 years later, Bitcoin's value skyrocketed to $1,200 per coin, and his investment started to pay off. To fund his online education startup called Botangle, Erik sold some of his cryptocurrency. Botangle provided video tutoring services and soon attracted the interest of investors. Erik, who was only 15 at this time, sold the company to investors. They offered him two options: $100,000 in cash or 300 BTC. Surprisingly, he chose to take the BTC. By the time Erik turned 18 in June 2017, Bitcoin's value had surged to over $2,700. Now, Erik Finman's estimated net worth is an impressive $4 million at the time the article was published. In 2019, he launched Metal Pay. Source: I can turn somebody else's grandmother's 1M to 1,000. This guy is actually a genius. He didn't just buy Bitcoin early. He founded a company at 15 years of age. Then after the company grew, he sold it for hundreds of Bitcoin and became millionaire. Can you explain to me how a 12-year-old kid found his way into buying BTC, which isn't easy at that time, and then later founded and sold a company for $100,000 or 300 BTC at 15? I find it a little worrying that others will be thinking that this is possible for them too. Making this level of profit is so unusual it's actually made it into the media. All these stories to remind me that I am poor, smiling face with tear. Some people just take action at the right time. And it might be luck or destiny. Who knows? All I know is that no one gave anything for free. He convinced his parents he could leave school at 12 years old. Kid was wheeling and dealing before he had hair on his balls. I wish I had a grandma willing to lend me $1,000 to invest tbh. 15-year-old sold the company. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good start. At 15, me and my friends were watching Dragon Ball after homework. Bitcoin wouldn't even exist for a long time. This guy did more business before 18 than most people do in their lifetimes. Erik the First, know what you did last summer. How can people make good financial decisions at 12 and I still haven't figured it out? According to Google, his current net worth is $15 million. Impressive. But I expected it to be much higher. When I was 12 years old, I was begging my parents to buy me PlayStation, and this guy become BTC millionaire at 12. Yo. SMH. This kid should be celebrated. He turned down $100,000 cash and took 300 BTC. What a legend. Just search for his name in Instagram. He is rolling cigars with dollar rolling on the floor laughing. Till the rich gets richer as I continue eating ramen. I wish I had the vision these earlier OGs had. When I choose the extra fries option at the drive-thru, I feel like a financial genius. This guy's on a whole other level. Tears of joy. Luck. What is with the flood of legacy stories in the sub today? As if someone really wants to remind you that vast fortunes were once made or passed up on in This space. TL Dr. Luck. A mix of good luck, good faith from your family, and knowing a good chance when you see one. While we all might wish we could have done the same, can't go back in the past and take a missed opportunity. But markets are down now, and now is a great time to DCA in, so we don't have complaints later on. This teen set a great example. Time DCA on and keep on staking. Kid played it really well. Kudos to him. But let's all remember this is an outlier and not all of us will time it like he did. For one teenage BTC millionaire, there's millions of wrecked adults. Grandma give me 1K for internet money. Wish I could have done the same for my grandmother. Sadly, she is not here anymore. Everyone giving him credit. Let's be honest. The real MVP out there are all the grannies. They always had our backs. They both played it well as a team. Congrats to the guy. But how many people started with million and ended with $1,000? Another one recycled today. I learned posts gets visibility. But when someone posts something actual that didn't happen like a decade ago, it gets removed cause of Rule v content standards. Kudos to him to think ahead. Most of us would have bought a PS4 and games with that money. This kid managed to achieve more in life than most people do by the age of 15. Kudos to him. Kids would do anything to not go to school. This should be turned into a movie called Teenage Mutant Bitcoin Investor. He did well, well done. Well played. Millions of grown-up people never had interest on BTC in 2012. Yes, me included, unamused. Had to do some more research. DYOR. I can turn 1,000 into 100. Lucky. Good for him. He saw the potential of Bitcoin before most people and took a huge risk that paid off. That kid is wise beyond his years, incredible business savvy as well. His grandma is proud of him. At the right place at the right time, and he's actually smart. Lucky smart kid. They were priced at a low $12 each. 2 years later, Bitcoin's value skyrocketed to $1,200 per coin. And his investment started to pay off. Started to pay off is a bit of understatement, lol. Happy to be alive just at the right moment of the history. I can turn $1,000 into $1. He is very smart and talented, and yet at the end of the day he just took a chance and won a bet. That's the typical example of hitting the jackpot. Other teenagers his age would have bought video game with that money or pizza. I wish I was one of these people. But I simply don't have fucking ideas like this. I so wish I did. Props to anyone who can have these huge, brilliant ideas and make them work. As much as I try to come up with something, I get absolutely nothing. What an innovative kid. Damn. While he was making millions. At the same age I was wasting my time playing video games. Congrats to him. Honestly. What a Chad. This dude was very smart and the perfect example of stick with something that you believe in. Even if others tell you it's a silly idea. Would love to live and see my son this smart face with rolling eyes. Great story. Thanks op. When I was 12 I was still playing the Wii Skull. I bet his education startup's worth multiple millions now, and if he had stuck with it be a respected consultant with government, making $100,000 per consultation. Then his kids would be supported for life after going to the best schools. Ad infinitum. Sometimes it's better to suck it up and play the long game. Plot twist in a teenager's dream turned reality show.